Namaste. Welcome to the online yoga community once more. Please do enjoy this practice. We're starting in a comfortable cross-legged position of your choice. One that you can be comfortable in to do a few rounds of Brahmari breathing, our humming bee. This type of breathing really helps our mental concentration. It helps us bring us into the sphere of our yoga practice, especially if we've had a busy day and the mind is being attracted to all different thoughts and places. So it allows us to focus and center ourselves at the beginning of our practice. So you do want to be comfortable for this, allowing the hips to open and allowing the spine to be straight. So if having the legs crossed doesn't work for you, then have the legs out straight or an alternative seated position. Bring the hands to chest center into a prayer position in front of the chest. Feel the thumbs gently pressing into the sternum, the breastbone. Relax the shoulders down. We'll take a couple of breaths in and out through the nostrils first, and then on the third exhalation, we'll start the humming. It's a gentle, happy hum, and the lips are gently pursed together. If you run out of breath and your hum finishes before mine does, then take an inhalation and continue. What's brilliant about not being exactly in this room with me, I'm not even going to know. So continue with your humming bee breath. We'll do 5 humming bee breaths together, and then we'll move on to our physical practice. Close your eyes for this. Relax the shoulders. Exhale any stale air through the nostrils. Breathe in deeply through the nostrils. Exhale through the nostrils. Inhaling. Exhaling. This time on the exhale, making your humming sound. One more. Bow the head down. Gently bring the head up and open the eyes. Always remember to give yourself that quiet, silent time after the sound vibration or the sound of a mantra. The power of the sound and the mantra is often in the silence following. Release your hands. Take the left hand to the right knee. Bring the right hand behind you, gently cupping your fingers, and we'll start with a gentle twist. Inhale. And exhale. Take your eyes round to encourage the twist. With the next inhale, come back to center. Take the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling back to center. Good, when you're ready, stretch your legs, give them a little shake and come over onto your hands and your knees. We're going to work with Ardha Mukha Svanasana, down dog, then Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog, and then we're going to put the two together. So spread your fingers Imagine you've got webbing between your fingers and you're stretching the webbing. Press the palms down. The knees should be directly under your hips. And as you draw the navel gently back towards the spine, roll the toes under. Inhale and exhale. Take your hips up and your head down. Feel as you find space in the body. That might take a few breaths to find space. Space at the armpits. Space between the ears and the shoulders and across the top of the shoulders. Space down the back of the legs. Bend your knees to the floor. Doesn't matter, it's a little bit messy as you come down to the floor to lay on the floor for your up dog. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Your feet can be hip width. Inhale and roll up to up dog. Now notice that quite often we might be like this. And we're tensing the shoulders up. The shoulders are coming forward of the chest. Try and imagine your chest as a wheel and the wheel is turning. The chest comes up. Your thighs lift, you look up, bend your knees, roll the toes under and take down dog once more. This time from down dog to up dog, not via chaturanga. So we come forward, try and roll over onto the toes as the hips come down. Maybe first one, tip tap your feet. Roll the toes under, down dog. Just come a little bit further forward on my mat here. Good. Have a nice space between my hands and my feet. And my hips down, head and chest up. Engage the abdomen, down dog. One more, hips up. Hips down, head up, chest up. Hips up, head down. Now just find the position that feels right for you in your down dog where you're lengthening through the spine. Take another breath here. When you're ready, look through your hands and swing the right foot through for a pigeon shape. Bring the left leg back, create a right angle, or as much so with your leg as possible. Bring the hands behind you, roll the shoulders back, look up. Look forward, walk the hands forward, and step the leg back. Bring the left foot forward, the right leg back, hands by your side, express and open through your chest. Keep the hips level, not sinking onto this left buttock. Walk the hands forward, bring the right leg in and step back. Step the right foot forward again for that pigeon shape. You see there, I flex my foot. Roll back. Walk the hands forward, bring my forearms down to the floor. Let my head hang. Lifting my head and chest, bending the back leg at the knee. Maybe I'm just going to take hold with one hand here. As I hold and bring the foot to my buttock and I press the foot into my hand, creating my own resistance with my own body. If I want to, I might bring the foot into the crease of the inner elbow, bring the other hand round and interlock my hands. As I release the hands from the foot, walk the hands forward, back leg in, and step and release. And the other side, left foot forward, walk the right foot back, going to express here, and then bring my forearms down, just drop my head, lift my head and chest, bend the back leg at the knee, take hold of my foot, interlock the foot into the inner edge of my elbow, bring the arm up and interlock my fingers. And gently release. Walk the back leg in and release the left leg. Very good. Walk the right foot forward and the left knee down. I'm going to take my left knee back as far as I can, lift my head and chest to Anjana Asana, the mother of Hanuman. So in a minute we'll do Hanuman Asana. Firstly, we're going to bring that left leg up at the knee. Make sure you've got plenty of padding under the knee. I've got plenty here, maybe you need to take some extra. Grab hold with one hand, maybe two, kick the foot into the hand. Gently release. Bring both hands onto the inner edge of your foot as you bring the right foot out to the side. Take the right hand onto the inner edge of your knee and gently open that hip. If there's a little more depth, then come down onto your forearm. Just note that one of the things that we do is if there is a restriction of breath, then maybe you've gone a little too far. There will be a restriction of breath in some of the postures, i.e. if we're laying on our front in a back arch, but normally in other positions, if there's a restriction of breath, maybe we're forcing too much. Inhale, lift your head and chest up. Walk the right foot in slightly and we'll just see if Hanuman Asana is accessible. So bring the right toes up, get some air in, lifting your chest. Walk the hands forward as you gently exhale and push the heel away from you. When I get to the end of my exhale, I pause. Pause the movement, not the breath. Inhale and exhale, maybe go a little further. Please don't force, please don't push, just where the body will allow you to be. Very good. And gently release. As gently as you went in, working your way out. I like to then swing my leg round to the side and take the hips from side to side. As I bring my left foot forward, taking my right knee back as far as I can, inhaling, lifting the head and chest. If that's enough for you here with that big extension through the right hip, stay here. Or you can bend the leg at the knee, taking hold with one hand. If you can't, just maybe you can get your trouser or your legging, or maybe you're just bending that knee. Holding with one hand is plenty. Possibly two. And gently release. Taking the hands to the inner edge of my foot, stepping the foot out to the side slightly, bringing the left hand onto the inner edge of my knee, inhale, and exhale, opening up. there's a little extra coming down onto your forearm. Maybe onto 2 forearms. Inhale, lifting up. As you walk that foot in slightly, lifting the toes, exhale, and gently on the exhale, move. Pausing the movement for the inhale, and exhale, move. Very good. Gently releasing, coming out as you went in. Both hands onto the inner edge of your foot and swing the leg round. Take your hips from side to side. Very good. And then when you're ready, toes roll under, bottom back, hips up. Step the feet towards your hands. Take a nice deep bend in the knees, ragdoll your arms. When you're ready, bring the hands down, shift the weight over to the left foot, picking up the right foot, placing it as high as you can onto the thigh. If that's not accessible, maybe onto the shin, or alternatively, foot onto the inner edge of the calf. Inhale, walk the hands forward, look up. Exhale, bow forward, walk the hands back, drop the head down. You can come into the bind here if you wish. You bring the right hand round your back. You can just leave it at the sacrum, otherwise you're going for the grab of the big toe, exhale, bow forward. We can release from that bind. We can come down into a squat. Good, I'm just going to move myself back a fraction, coming into an arm balance. So I'm going to walk my hands forward. I'm going to lift the bottom, coming onto my left toes, bring the knees to the back of the arms, press down. Now this might be plenty for you, otherwise tip forward, lift the back leg. Gently release, hands in. You can release the leg from here or come back up into that standing position, bow forward once more, and release the foot. Ready to do the other side. Take the left foot, place it as high up onto the thigh as you can. Walk the hands forward, look up, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Take the bind if you wish, or just place the hand at the sacrum. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Gently release the bind, come down into the squat. Stay here if that's enough for you. Or you can go ahead and do that arm balance as we did before. But if you've had enough there, then you can just release and come into a squat. I like to take my feet really wide as my mat, sit the bottom down and come into that squatting position. Bring the hands forward, straighten your legs, bring the feet back to hip width and just hang here. If your hands are here and you're dangling, just hold gently the back of your thighs or the back of your calves. When you're ready, come up through Utkatasana, sitting on your imaginary chair, bottom down, head, arms, chest up. If you wish, just seeing how Garudasana feels, take the weight into the right leg, lift the left leg and wrap. Take left arm, wrap around right arm. And gently release. Back into your imaginary chair. Shift the weight to the left side, wrap your leg. If you want to take the arms or just reach up. Gently release. Utkatasana. Very good. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, come down to the mat. Very good. We'll take Ustrasana here, our camel. I'm going to use the wall. So I'm going to edge myself up to the wall. If you don't have a wall, you can't use a wall. But if you do, and you can still see me, bring the thighs to the wall. Roll the toes under. What this does is encourage us to keep the thighs in contact with the wall. As I roll my shoulders back, lift my breastbone. This might be plenty here. Let my head come all the way back. Maybe I keep the thighs on the floor and on the wall even, and fall back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, just sit onto the heels. If that was enough back arching for you, fine. If not, let's just do one more. So once again, thighs to the wall. If you can reach, keep the thighs and grab the heels with the feet flat on the floor. Or if you want the gentler version, keep the hands to the thighs, shoulders roll back, look back. Inhale, lift, ease myself back. I'm going to take a gentle twist in between. Back to center, and then neutralize. Bring my big toes together, knees out to the side, and reach forward. Tailbone reaching back, fingertips reaching forward, bottom in contact with your heels. Walk the hands in, lifting your head and chest, bringing your legs together, and just sit quietly. Very good. And I'm going to come into a seated position, Dandasana. Remove the fleshy parts to the side of my sit bones. Shoulders rolling back, shoulder blades pinching together. And from here, I'm going to take a forward fold with a twist. Inhale, lift your arms. And bring the left foot up to the top of your thigh. If not, Dhanusasana. Instead of reaching and binding this way, I'd like us today to take the hand round to the thigh, or hold your trouser, or just at the sacrum is fine. Inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, reach and extend forward, then across to the outer edge of your foot or the outer edge of your calf. Once you've got that strong forward fold, Then rotate up. Bring the top shoulder up, keep the chin in, look up. Very good, gently release. Other side. Again, hands to sacrum or round to your thigh. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, fold forward. Outer edge of your foot or your calf. Forward fold and then twist. Inhale back to center, finishing in Dandasana. Very good. Before we lay back in Shavasana, just have a little reading to share with you from the Upanishads. You can start laying yourself down if you wish in Shavasana on your back. This is from a translation from Swami Nikalanda in his translation of the Upanishads. It is a well-known fact that dependence is the cause of misery. The Supreme Self, which is non-dual and the Lord of all, is free from misery. Therefore, the realization of the Supreme Self should be the goal of all who seek peace and the highest good. Our yoga practice gives us the opportunity to recognize that we're not separate. We're not separate from each other, and we're not separate from divinity. We are all one. The essence of union in our yoga practice. As far as the Vedic knowledge and the Upanishads are concerned. I will leave you in our relaxation, Shavasana. Please enjoy, stay there for 10 minutes or more as you just absorb your practice. It's been my pleasure guiding you through the practice today. Thank you very much for joining us on the online yoga community. Please share with others, tell your friends. Please share your stories, it's fabulous. We would really like to see you as part of the community soon, or if you're a part of the community already, adding a little bit more. But for now, enjoy your relaxation. Namaste.